Iowa City, the black and gold, the home of the Hawkeyes, one of the many college towns across the country. With a beautiful sights and a bustling downtown, this is our little winter wonderland. And like most college campuses, there is an absolute abundance of students traveling, studying, doing whatever we students do. And where there are students, there are sure to be energy drinks, the lifeblood of students all across America. From Monster to Red Bull, Ghost to C4, almost every student has consumed an energy drink. But why is their appeal so broad? And could it be detrimental to the future of America?
My name's Connor Reinhardt, and I am a freshman at University of Iowa.
My name's Samuel, and I'm a freshman.
My name's Sophia, and I'm a freshman.
My name's Miranda again. I'm a freshman at Iowa.
Caffeine is a chemical substance designed as a neurotransmitter inhibitor. Specifically, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors that promote both sleep and relaxation. This inhibition causes a stimulation effect that enhances both wakefulness and alertness. Many people associate these feelings with positivity, but I urge you to remember the old proverb, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. How many energy drinks do you consume a day?
Probably like 2.
Probably about 1 to 2 a day.
Probably like 2.
Increased consumption of caffeine correlates directly with an increase of insomnia, anxiety, and heart rate. Experts state that the dangers of these side effects increase exponentially once exceeding the recommended daily limit of 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. When considering that many commonly found energy drinks, such as Bang Energy, contain 300 milligrams of caffeine, it is obvious how many people can easily exceed this limit. And while energy drinks continue to grow in popularity, caffeine itself is slowly permeating into all aspects of beverage consumption.
This is an Instagram reel depicting White Monster, a drink that has sparked a bit of a trend among many social media platforms.
Do you know about the White Monster?
I love White Monster.
In fact, the White Monster has grown somewhat of a cult following.
It's the best. It tastes incredible, and I've never had a better energy drink.
But while many may take this in good fun, I ask what message this truly paints. Social media is filled with teenagers and even young children viewing this content and internalizing its message. It's telling them, hey, it's okay to drink these energy drinks, and you'll feel awesome if you do. I argue this is very dangerous, especially for young children.
What kind of social media presence do you see from energy drinks?
A lot, because I follow Red Bull and Monster.
I get friends that send me Instagram reels about, me not being able to go a day without caffeine, or else I'll start tweaking out,
It's very prevalent. I mean, I do follow Alani New Energy on Instagram because I want to see the new flavors, but that's how bad it is.
This rapid societal normalization of caffeine can be seen everywhere, clearly in social media, but also in every aspect of widespread consumerism. Unfortunately, I feel an eerie sense of deja vu when confronted with this normalization.
This is The Flintstones, a lovable 1960s cartoon depicting a family from prehistoric times.
How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack. Winston's got that filter blend. Yeah, Fred. Filter blend makes the big...
That was the cartoon advertising Winston cigarettes to children.
Yeah, buddy, Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should.
The cigarette was advertised everywhere and consequently normalized by society, infecting everyone before the knowledge of its health hazards were fully formed. I fear caffeine is the next iteration of this cycle. Let me show you why. Cigarettes are addictive due to a chemical called nicotine, a chemical that releases specific neurotransmitters such as dopamine and adrenaline. These neurotransmitters can cause serious and negative side effects such as an increased heart rate and blood pressure. Alcohol is another age-restricted substance that chemically affects your brain. Biologically, caffeine works very similarly to substances such as nicotine and alcohol due to the specific neurotransmitters released in your brain. These neurotransmitters create a reward system that is highly addictive and therefore very dangerous for young children. How do you feel when you drink it?
When I drink energy drinks, they low-key make me way more anxious because caffeine in general, I've noticed, instead of waking me up, makes me incredibly anxious.
If I don't drink an energy drink a day, I get a very bad migraine because my body goes through caffeine withdrawals.
Yet, even with their similarities, caffeine has much looser federal regulations over both its use and its retail. Any kid could enter a Casey's right now and purchase an energy drink, no questions asked. Now, I imagine most of you are asking yourselves the question, did this guy really just compare caffeine to both nicotine and alcohol? I think that's a fair question. I think most people would agree that caffeine is not as dangerous as alcohol and nicotine. But I want to make a clear distinction. From that point we just discussed, many people jump to the conclusion that caffeine does not have definitive consequences on the health of society as a whole, and that is where they are dead wrong.
While many companies have begun to create caffeine-infused beverages, not one is more infamous than Panera Bread. It was 2022, and they had just released a new drink, sure to stick with the times and relate to the younger generation. A charged lemonade, they called it, bolstering a staggering 390 milligrams of caffeine for a 30-ounce beverage. A boost of energy for everyone. The perfect pick-me-up. Unfortunately, it was not a pick-me-up that Sarah Katz received. Katz, a 21-year-old Ivy League student, died in September 2022 after going into cardiac arrest from drinking a charged lemonade. 46-year-old Dennis Brown suffered a similar fate, falling dead on a sidewalk from cardiac arrest on his walk home from Panera.
After these deaths, along with many other testimonials of consumers having heart problems, Panera canceled the retail of this beverage.
Monster Energy has a similarly dark past, having been sued for the death of 2 children. Alex Morris, a healthy 19-year-old, and Anais Fournier, a 14-year-old, both died from cardiac arrhythmia, or an irregular heartbeat caused by the disruption of the rhythm of the heart.
In both cases, doctors cited the cause of the arrhythmia was due to caffeine toxicity and its intake. Before we go, I want to pose some possible solutions for this problem. First off, limiting the total amount of caffeine within these drinks. Second off, establishing an age requirement so that older populations can still enjoy it while protecting the younger ones. And third, adding a label to these caffeine energy drinks so that those more susceptible to its dangers will be safer. I ask, is history repeating itself? Is caffeine the nicotine of the 21st century? Does a normalization of a dangerous stimulant increase the health risks of the public? And will a lack of governmental regulation affect the future? Why don't you ask the victims of caffeine usage? Why don't you ask the families of Alex Morris and Anais Fournier? Why don't you ask Sarah Katz and Dennis Brown the risks of caffeine usage? For the safety of our youth and the protection of our future, I ask that you stop the stimulant. Very similarly, in terms of that it rewards specific. Really, just compare nicotine.
Social media presence do you see from energy? That's it, yeah. All right,
Okay.
guys, lock in. We're so locked.
The lights are gonna shut off here soon.
They are 100%.
I got it! Did you get that?
Dangerous for young children. That is where you are dead wrong. is where they are dead wrong over both its use and its retail. What the hell?